for your time and cooperation.
There's no aftertaste. This is a product that changes people's lives.
Hi, I'm Kathy Lee. I toss and turn because I have pains in the hips and the shoulders, my arms. It's been going on for like 30 years. I never thought there was a solution. I figured I would always be in pain for the rest of my life. And with the
What's on your
Omega
mind
XL, I
Sunday?
found the answer. 3 weeks after taking Omega XL,
Okay,
I'm no
everybody.
longer in all the pain and can do everything. Thank you, Omega XL.
It's a choice that's a natural pain reliever from inflammation. Natural.
This is What's on Your Mind Sunday. And for the record, this is my first time out of my broadcast and I ever did a What's on Your Mind Sunday. The last What's on Your Mind I did was Friday in honor of George Floyd. And right now, I want to bring out this issue on what's going on with America right now. For the past 4 days, a riot. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Again, I don't blame you guys for doing what you do. But at the same time, we making it harder for ourselves. You know, tearing up businesses. People got to go to work. And what people don't fail to realize, at least I realize, was it worth it? To a certain degree. But now, at the same time, keep in mind, COVID-19 is still the shot caller right now. So now that's going to make it even harder for us to redesign everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the killing part, it happened here in Chicago. I can't even go home yesterday like I want to. I have to travel. It took me an extra maybe an hour, 2 hours just to get home. This is crazy. Ain't nobody thinking right now. Okay, nobody's thinking. I know emotions fly in the air. I know things can get hostile. I know. But ain't nobody looking at the bigger picture here. It's too much going on. Just 2020, I'm going to go there. It's probably, as far as the beginning of the year, it's probably been the worst this year so far. It don't make no damn sense. We lost too much. And now this riot. Y'all added the riot with COVID-19. Ain't nobody thinking. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I'll admit, I'm not the smartest guy in the world. But I ain't the dumbest. Only thing that's what's going to happen now, if nobody don't take the time out and just slow the hell down, next year around this time, ain't going to be nobody left. Chicago, not so much Chicago, the world. We need to focus on one accord right now. Honestly, the riot should have never even happened. I mean, the family asked for peace. And I know right now George Floyd is up in heaven shaking his head like I didn't deserve all this. Yes, all lives matter. Yes, they do matter. But not to the point where you're going to destroy every life around now. What else is left? What else is left? Only thing that's going to be left is the air you breathe, water, maybe a few animals here and there, and everything else that's metal, computerized. I put it like this. The only thing that's going to be around is stuff that's non-living. You might have a few plants here and there. That's it. I mean, the world is just turned into Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I mean, come on, y'all. You guys, you know, we all human, but man, we also have human standards and human, you know, limits. That some things we just, it ain't worth doing. And what killed me, COVID-19 still around. Still around. The riot, for the record, the riot did not cure COVID-19. Let's get that out the way now. Only thing the riot did, it just added gasoline to the fire and made it worse. And I'm sorry to say that. You want to put it in the comments, comment me, quote me. I don't care. It's the fact it made it worse. Only thing the world did is just made it stronger. Because we don't know how long it's going to be before we even get out of this ordeal. It might be another 2 years. It might be another 4 years. It might be another 6 years. We don't know. But because of that, you just made it stronger. As far as stimulus checks, that's gone. We ain't getting that. That's gone. I can tell you right off the back, that's gone. All that billions of dollars that we supposed to get from them stimulus checks, oh, that's gone. That's gone. We're not getting that. Because of this outbreak, because of this pandemic, and because of this protest, that's just set the world back further. Instead of going closer, it set us back further. We need to ask ourselves, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. Been watching the news all day. Billions of property lost. It's messed up. Revenues is messed up. People really can't go to work to take care of their families. It's messed up. I'll admit, I don't have all the answers. I'll tell you the truth, I don't have all the answers. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm wise. I'm wise enough to know. And you got to keep in mind, these places that's all been tore up. Now, how you gonna get what you want? How I'm gonna get what I want? How we gonna get what we want? Because the whole world acted damn fool over one man we barely even know. With all due respect, it ain't worth it. See, the difference is he's gone, he's in heaven, and my prayers go out to his family. And now, as far as COVID-19 is concerned, it's going to be here. Instead of protesting for his cause, not saying it ain't worth it, we need to protest as far as a bigger enemy right now. We're walking around here with masks on. That's more the bigger enemy we need to worry about. Not saying George Floyd, his issue wasn't important. I'm sure it was. But is all this worth losing the world's humanity right now? No. Because if we don't resolve this now, not towards everybody, but towards ourselves, if we don't resolve this now, the next rainbow, you might not even see again. The next time you go outside and enjoy the sun, we might not see it again. The next time you with your family, you might not see it again. This is crazy. And like always, this too shall pass, but still. My little robot buddy, in 3, 2, 1, you can go on break. You can go on break. You did your job. Thank you so much. Only thing it does between the riot and COVID-19, it just made it and escalated to worse beyond biblical proportions. And it's a damn shame. For example, I'm just going to use myself as an example.
And no other supplement worked for me. But Maria says it saved my life. I was in a lot of pain and now it's over.
As soon as I pull up the picture.
Is a miracle. I love hearing the testimonials because that tells you it works for real people. So the great thing is
damnest thing.
Your chance and your opportunity to find
damnedest thing.
that you've been looking for.
And it's sad. It's terrible.
It's in the world of pain that people do search and they lose hope. And there's nothing that zaps the human spirit like the loss of hope. Omega Pill can bring back your belief that there's something that works.
The exciting thing is we know it.
See me and her right there?
Millions of people have ordered it. We have tens of thousands of testimonials. Even celebrities.
I have to get on Messenger every day
Larry King talks about
to see my woman every day
It's helped him. It's helped his family.
because of COVID-19, and I gotta play it safe. I have not seen my girl after tomorrow. It'll be 5 months.
It's an amazing feeling.
It'll be about 5 months.
From Larry King himself.
Because of this ride, that's just gonna make it harder for everybody to see each other's loved ones. And again, nobody realized COVID-19, or should I say the pandemic, is still in charge, whether we like it or not. Between this and this ride, it's not resolving anything. Green Runner 695 said, "Yo, what's happening, Green Runner 695? How you doing?" It doesn't resolve anything. It's been a while since you've been on my show.
Limitations on your life. If you are not doing the things that you want to do, because let's face it, your joint
Right now, the world is suffering.
This is an opportunity.
And I'm not trying to sound like I'm Captain Planet or anything like that, but the world is suffering. Both, mentally, physically, emotionally, the world is suffering. He says, "I'm good. What about you?" I'm fine, you know. Just trying to take care of myself, trying to, you know, my baby's on. I was just talking about you right now. My biggest supporter of all on my What's on Your Mind Sunday. I'll make a brief shout out. Shout out goes out to Green Runner 695. Thank you for stopping in. Shout out goes out to my future wife, Demetri K. Johnson. Shout out goes out to you. Green Runner 695 said, I hope you're safe in America right now. I don't know if you've seen on the news between these riots and COVID-19 right now, and I'm trying to fight for my type 2 diabetes so I can get myself cured. Only thing I can do is play it safe. And again, to my viewers that's stopping in on my What's on Your Mind Sunday, thank you so much. The world needs to stop and think. It ain't worth it. These riots ain't worth it. The crime that's going on in the world towards that, it ain't worth it. Tearing up your own essential needs, knowing you gotta go to the store tomorrow. Now how you gonna go to the store? Okay, bad enough the economy is bad as it is, but the little money you have, you know you gotta go to the store and get something. We all do. It's not gonna solve anything. I'm saying that now, Green Runner 695. It's not gonna resolve anything. Bad enough we living in our own bubble. Now because of the pandemic, it's crazy. Why you gonna tell something that you know you gotta go get? Was I mad? Yeah, I was mad. But I ain't that damn mad where I'm gonna run out in the street, be Billy Badass and try to go up against over a dozen police officers and then tear stuff up, knowing I gotta go to the store the next day. I'm gonna go there. Everybody and their mama gotta go to the store and get some toilet paper. I don't care who you is. How you gonna go and it's gone? Bad enough we can't even get rubbing alcohol. Now because of this, even with the little money you have, how you gonna go to the store and everything is gone? How's you gonna get you something to eat and everything is gone? The virus is bad enough, it's killing us. Now you just gave the virus a sidekick, and that's this damn this protest, something that should have never happened in the first place. Hell, you guys could have did it better just protesting on social media. It'd have been a lot safer than being in a crowd. I'm gonna say maybe 500 million people in that crowd. Maybe the first 500,000 probably wore a mask during all that. But the point is, long story short, you just gave COVID-19 a sidekick. And then again, we don't know if, and then you still got some people out there still loitering afterwards, after we still getting the aftershock afterwards. It's time to just stop. Thank you, baby. It's time to just stop. Yeah, not trying to use the racist card. Black lives matter, white lives matter. All that matter. Yeah, every lives matter. Yeah, I get that. But don't talk about life if you're not willing, if you don't take it serious long enough to live it yourself. How there's gonna be life in the world and everything's all dead and everything's all torn. I want to live in a world where I don't want to wear the damn mask no more. Let's get that out the way. I heard people are like robbing stores, right? The whole, listen, ever since that George Floyd thing broke out, it just like the pandemic, same thing. The whole world went into chaos. Hell, it happened here in Chicago. That's how I know. Yeah. They did more than just rob stores. They killing each other. They burning stuff down. And the killer part, this is the same place you got to go to tomorrow. Now what if I want to go to the store tomorrow, again, to get some toilet paper? I'm going to have to travel 20 miles to the most safest store just to buy one damn roll of fucking toilet paper. Excuse my French. Ain't no ride in the world that's worth dying or lose your essential needs of survival right now. I got one goal in life other than praise God, and that's live. You know, like my uncle always said, and shout out goes out to my uncle Charles Colon. It's hard to live, it's easy to die. And I hate to say it, but that is true. I mean, damn. I mean, what happened to the people of Minnesota? I understand that. And now it just became a domino effect. It happened in Minnesota. It happened in Chicago. It happened in New York. And again, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. The pandemic is the biggest shot caller right now. If I'm going to have a riot, again, it wouldn't be because of that. I'd rather have a riot as far as staying alive. Okay, let's kick this pandemic. Let's kick this pandemic in the ass. That to me is worth more of a riot than not saying he wasn't worth it, but I'm worried about life. Again, you know, pretty sure he was a good person. You know, this too will overcome, but at the same time, I hate to be blunt, but I'm being truthful. He ain't the first, but he ain't the last, but at the same time, we're looking at a bigger enemy here. America's going out of control. It ain't so much as, okay, let me rephrase, now I'm gonna ask you a question. It ain't the fact that America is going out of control. The world is going out of control. People are mad, you got that right. The world is going out of control. Because if there's no human life, what's the sense of us living in the first place? You wipe everything out. I already told you what's going to be left behind. Anything that's non-living, animals, plants, machines, computers. That's it. Animals live on instinct. They're natural survivors. Plants still grow for the simple fact because the earth still has all the essentials it needs. As far as metal, might take, non-living, but nevertheless it can be useful. But the point is, it's crazy. When PlayStation first came out, PlayStation 4, remember, because there's more than one PlayStation. When PlayStation 4 first came out, my very first game I bought on PlayStation 4, and I love this game today, was Horizon Zero Dawn. For those who may play it or may not play it, I love Horizon Zero Dawn. And the reason why I love that game so much, I'm not trying to change the subject, it was like Far Cry and Tomb Raider and The Last of Us combined. And civilization got to the point where it was very few humans and everything else was metal. Very few little animals. I love that game so much because it has a storyline. And I'm not saying this is compared to Horizon Zero Dawn, but there are some similarities that I see that can happen. Pretty soon we're going to live in a world where we're going to re-event ourselves back to the Stone Age. And right now, the Ice Age has killed the dinosaurs. And right now, this pandemic is the same principle. And off the record, this ride should have never happened. Right now, the pandemic is the Ice Age. And we're the dinosaurs. And thanks to the ride, it just made it stronger. It is time for us to seriously stop. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen, guys. It's time for us, everybody, to stop. I think my theory is pandemic, the riot. I think, I'll even go there. I think as far as Homo sapiens is concerned, humans is concerned, we forgot what it's like to be human. We forgot. Nobody in this world is superheroes. Sure, I love Marvel, I love DC, but in reality, we have our own little superheroes. And they fighting for us every day, but at the same time, they're human too. Police officers, even though some of them, some good, some bad, I'll leave that as a neutral line. Doctors, security guards, firemen, hell, even the mailman, National Guards. The list goes on and on. And yet we put our lives on the line every day. It's amazing how life works. We can reproduce, and then before you know, it's all gone. That's why I said in some of my videos, I thank God for women. Because if it weren't for women, the world wouldn't exist. We have to reproduce. But now, it's got to the point now, pretty soon, before you know it, we ain't going to be able to do that no more because everybody is not taking the time out to realize that we're still human. And man and Homo sapiens and just the world in general have forgotten that. I haven't. It's Sunday, some people go to church on Sundays. Me, I pray every day, whether I'm in a church or not. I pray every day. It's time for the world to start praying again. It's time for the world to start being connected again. It's time for the world to know what it's like to be human again. Because if we don't, it's going to be too late. it's going to be too late. And my tablet went dead. Give me a second. I gotta reset everything. But it's the truth. You know, everything is messed up. Everything. And then last but not least, we got an orange ass president. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna say it on my show. Y'all don't like it? Hey, put it in the comments. We got an orange ass president, and he is like the ringleader. I told everybody, and I'm gonna say it on my show. I'm gonna say it again. And if Donald Jackass Trump is watching my show right now, hey, you can't fire me, dude. I don't work for you.
Y'all keep doing the same thing. Find a solution if y'all ain't getting along.
My thing is, he is the biggest threat of all. I guarantee you, if you get rid of him, the virus would be gone. The world will heal. And believe me, we'll be in a lot better situation than it is now. And I know this. You know, you seeing on the news the other day, my little robot, but you going on break. Seeing on the news the other day, he spent over $5 billion, maybe $5 billion on a new space project. $5 billion. That's just my prediction. He came up with a funding for $5 billion for a new space project that's going to revolutionize space. Revolutionize plans for Mars. I've seen this in a segment like maybe a day or 2 days ago. How in the hell you worrying about space and you can't worry about what's going on this planet now? Oh, I can see it now. Donald Trump in space. Now you done fucked up the whole universe. No, we can't have that. We cannot have that. If you can't worry about life on this planet, how the fuck, excuse my French, you got younger viewers, get them out the room. How the fuck is you gonna worry about somebody taking care of life on Mars, or on the moon, or wherever?
One day. Because
you can't do it.
You together that long, you would think
I ain't about to jag $5 million in space and my world is dying. Or 5 billion, 5 trillion, it doesn't matter. You got that kind of money, you need to be worried about the here and now. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. And if anybody watching this, hey, they can, any news reporter here, y'all want to come where I'm at? Fine. Y'all want to come talk to me? Fine. I'm telling you what it is. You get rid of Trump, the cure is gone. The world will heal. And everything should slowly re-evolve itself back to normal, if not better. Then he's saying stupid comments on Twitter. Get rid of social media. You orange rat bastard, jack nut son of a bitch. Don't you know? I guess he haven't studied the Constitution when he was growing up. The constitutional right said everybody has the right to freedom of speech. And then when you try to tell him something right, fake news, fake news, fake news. No. You call it fake news, I call it real truth. His biggest fear of all is truth. I swear if he was in my face right now, I would slap his ass like the biggest orange fucking Skittle in the world. I would slap his ass orange 1 minute, red next minute, yellow the next minute. That motherfucker gonna see every side of the rainbow, but he won't get the gold because that's mine. It's time for the world to heal. Get rid of Trump, the cure is gone. Keep in mind, it all started when he first came in here. So, we're not our own enemies. But at the same time, he's trying to pull the strings and make it seem that way. And I know damn well that ain't true. But that's what he's doing. Trying to tell everybody. And here's some people, they have their own opinions. Spidey, you might be right, you might be wrong. You're entitled to your opinions. That's cool with me. But here's the scary part about it. What if I'm right? That's something you really got to think about. I might be right, I might be wrong. Please leave it in the comments. But what if I'm right? What if? I hate using what ifs, but I got to go there. What if we get rid of Donald Trump and the cure is gone? Nobody never thought of that. I have. I've been thinking about that since this shit even broke out. Watch how the world re-evolve itself. Because as long as that bastard's in here, notice it's been trouble every day. Every day. That motherfucker is the damn parasite. And his infections is this shit. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Get rid of him, the pandemic is gone. Then he's boasting on the news saying he took that drug or whatever that was untested. This is how I know if he's telling the truth. See, some people don't watch the news, bullshit. I watch the news because I have to live in this world, so I got a right to know what's going on. Now let's just say he ain't lying. What if he actually did take that drug? You know if it's true or not, because the first thing the news gonna say is the president's having complications with his health. And I'm gonna smile my goddamn ass off. And the first thing I'm gonna say in my mind, we got this son of a bitch. Like I said, I'm no fortune teller. I'm no psychic. I'm no mystery man. I'm not none of that. You know, like Thundercats old school sight beyond sight. I don't have sight beyond sight. I'm half blind as it is. I'm trying to keep whatever little vision I have now. I can sense shit beyond bullshit. And I assure you, don't take my word for it. I could be wrong. But the scary part in the world, what if I'm right? Oh, Donald Trump is having complications with his heart. Donald Trump having complications of not feeling well. All it needs is one issue with him as far as his health. And I'll say it to the world, we got this motherfucker. Because I'm 54 years old. Right now I'm trying to live to see 55. And out of the 54 years of my life, I've never seen anything like this. You know, like I said in my last video, Congress, Democrat, the House, the Republican, they need to come up with a law to reinstate your last former president and get answers. Right now, the world needs answers. There's no answers. You know, not trying to turn this thing into a political thing. There is no answers. I can prove anybody wrong. Anybody can be president. Anybody can be president. Green Runner 695 can be president. My girl could be president. My roommate could be president. My best friend could be president. I can be president. Anybody can run the world. That bastard then ran it into the ground. Then you reopening up things early. The world needs answers. We're living in our own martial law, hell, especially Chicago. You know, we're going through martial law issues. You know, J.B. Fisher said, oh, it ain't martial law. Do it anytime, come on. I'm a grown ass man. I got to be in the house at 9 o'clock. You know, I've been in the house. I haven't been on a curfew at 9 o'clock back in the day since I was what? Not even what, 15? That's something you give to a minor. But I can understand because of the pandemic and because of the riot. That's probably the reason why these people did riot. They got tired of being at home. So I'm going to say that truth is like maybe 20% right. But at the same time, it doesn't make it right. The world needs answers. And if it don't get resolved between now and 2021, I'm gonna prove it to you right now. If they re-elect Donald Jackass Trump right now for another 4 years, this world, with all due respect, will die. It will die. Newsflash. We're seeing proof now. We're seeing proof now. So between that, the pandemic, and ain't nobody sitting up here saying we got the cure. That's the only thing I want to hear. I mean, as far as the riot, okay, gotta let off a little steam. Okay, they let off way too much steam. But that's not saving us right now. The only thing we need is the cure. Thank you for stopping in. My guest right now, Company of Learning, Hector. Thank you for stopping in on my show. Right now, this is the first time I've ever did this in a while, my What's on Your Mind Sunday, and I'm just briefing everybody as far as the aftermath of what's going on as far as George Floyd and president issues, and last but not least, the pandemic. So keep in mind, my party's open for 7. After that, that's it. So, and like always, Hector, if you want to put your comments in on the show, in fact, I'm going to let the show run for about another, I'm going to say 15 more minutes, and we go from there. So, Hector, what's going on with you, man?
I get it. I watched your video, and the video you did before. That one. Ever watching?
Did you guys have a ride out there where you were at?
No. I hear about it on the TV. I hear about it on the video.
So where you? So
why you gotta do that to that guy? Like, yeah.
Dude. Oh, and get this. I woke up this morning. The same bastard that did that to that man, he put out a little Facebook message, which I'm about to bring that up right now. He's saying some things in the Bible, that the Pharaoh and all that stuff and all that, and he feels it's his responsibility to punish the slaves and all that. And my message go out to the man who really killed George Floyd. One, I saw your little Facebook message on there, and I put my little comment on there, and I meant what I said. You have no right to do that at all. And if you got younger viewers in the room, please get them out the room. Who in the fuck died and made you God? Excuse my French, but I really got to go there, because if I express myself, I feel better this way. Who? He had no right to take somebody's life.
And then you did not doing nothing.
And here's the thing, don't think I didn't watch that video. When the paramedics came, I didn't see no paramedics. I saw 4 police officers. Could be state police or whatever, but I saw 4 police officers. Not paramedics. Because the paramedics, the first thing they're going to do, they're going to bring out the gurney, they're going to bring out the tools they need to try to save this man's life. I saw 4 armed police officers in different uniforms, but I know they were police officers. One of them came, touched his head, touched his neck. I know he touched him. And they dragged him out like a piece of meat, threw him on the gurney. Okay, didn't even bother to. And I know they was in on it too. And put him in the ambulance. They weren't paramedics. They were not full responses where they know they're going to come in to save a life. Threw the man in like a piece of meat. Then he hires his police buddies to circle around his house. Then on top of that, then this bastard gets third-degree murder. He don't know. Hell no. He shouldn't get no third-degree murder. He should get first. And in which I'm going to bring this up on my show right now. Stop that third-degree shit right now. Throw that out the window. I'm saying this to the world leaders. I'm not gonna even put President Trump in because he ain't the only one got his 2 cents in. You got world leaders that has different opinions too. To the world leaders right now, whether if it's in the United States, whether if it's in Egypt, whatever, Chicago, whatever, to the world leaders right now. Because I doubt if he gonna do it. But if you hear other different opinions, I'm sure they're gonna hear what I got to say right now. So I can't bring his name up too much because he's starting to piss me off. But to the world leaders right now, you guys really need to reinvent and bring back the death penalty, bring back the death sentence. And that should go for all, whether, not just for the criminals, but for the crooked ass cops too. That bastard deserves the death penalty. Fuck that 3rd-degree murder shit. He deserved first. Me, he deserved the death penalty. His ass should be executed on live television just the same way he did when he killed George Floyd. He should be executed. He should be. Don't put your knees in his back. No. Tie him up a pole. Get his family out, tie their ass up to a pole. Okay. Then you get George Floyd's people. Have them sit down, watch the execution, and take his ass out. Because he deserved it. And I'll tell anybody, I don't wish nobody to die. Because I don't want nobody to wish that on me. Because he started this shit in the first place. And then out of all this, he get 3rd degree. World leaders, y'all need to sit down at a table. Bring back the death penalty. Bring back the death sentence. Bring back electrocution. Bring back lethal injection. Bring it back. Bring it back. Give these fools a reason to be scared to go to jail. Because you got some fools out there, I ain't scared to go to jail. Yeah, okay, fine. I ain't scared to serve time. Okay, fine. Yeah, motherfucker, you about to serve jail and serve time. Whoa, wait a minute, I ain't signed up for that. You ain't saying anything about that. Hold on for a minute. If you put the word time and death in jail, motherfuckers gonna think real quick like, hold on, I ain't about to start walking the Green Mile in 2020. Bring it back. Bring it back. Give these motherfuckers a taste of fear to let them know, damn, I gotta serve time and die in this motherfucker. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Because I tell you, me personally, if I was president, that'd be my first order of business. Bring back the death penalty. Bring back the death sentence. Not just in all 50 states of America, the whole damn world. Bring that back. Watch how crime go from here way the fuck down here somewhere in shallow water somewhere. That's what they need to do. Heck, you can agree or disagree with what you want to. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Yeah.
That'd be good because there's some bad people and not too good bad people.
Because right now, when you got like corrupt politicians, when you got the police, when you got, the list goes on and on, gangs, drug dealers, whatever. Right now, they're winning. They're winning. But keep in mind, the pandemic is still a shot caller, but as of now, they're winning. It's time to level the playing field. All the technology in the world that's trying to solve crime, hell, that's the case. You might as well build RoboCop then. Build an army of them. But I'm just saying, I think the death penalty, the death sentence would be better because now you're setting an example. And then let the world see it. Hell, I'll even do one better than that. You can put it on pay-per-view. Half the proceeds go to the state. Half the other proceeds go to that grieving family. That bastard deserves the death penalty. He deserves the death sentence. And anybody else that was involved in it, they deserve it too. And I'm seeing a little Chinese bastard. And I'm like, damn, man, you can't tell your partner, okay, man, enough is enough. I'm a security guard. Go ahead,
I
Hector.
need to do it for the video. To get view on the video and do like a video for people like that.
Oh, believe me, immediately following this will be on Facebook too. It's time to bring it back. It's time to bring it back. Give these fools a reason. Damn, man, hold on. I ain't signed up for dying in jail now. Because back in the days, back in the 70s, I say back in the mid 70s, that wasn't going on. It's time to reinvent the wheel and bring it back. Because believe me, who knows? I might be the first YouTuber in history that become president. Who knows? And I guarantee you right now, if I was, my first decree will bring back the death penalty worldwide. Then I'm gonna come up with a rule called 3-strike rule. You fuck up 3 times, you definitely getting it immediately. Oh, I got plans. I got plans. Sitting, no. 3rd degree, no. He deserved the death penalty. He deserved the death sentence. And him and all his followers, they deserve it too.
Hell,
I'll even do one better than that. I'll even do one, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I'll even do one better than that. I will find a way to come up with an app. Put on the phone and judge guilty or not guilty. I'll do that.
You cannot follow them. The bad people. That'd be
I'm saying anybody who breaks the law. I mean, they know who they are. That's the problem with the world now. We ain't organized, man. We're not organized. If it was up to me, I'll put an app on the phone. Should he serve 3 years or not? And the only body that can stop that shit, if it ain't the state senator, if it ain't the mayor, damn sure don't want to be the president. Hell no. He'll say, well, go right ahead. No, don't do it. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time for indecisive decisions. But right now, honestly, that's what I would do. But truthfully, back to what I was saying, it's time for the world to heal. It really is time for the world to heal. I can't even go outside my house knowing I got to go to work, knowing what else may be foretold. It's crazy. It's supposed to be 2020, the new millennium. It's all jacked up. It's jacked up. Damn, I can't even go to the movies. I can't even go to my favorite buffet. Haven't seen my soulmate in like 5 months. Thank God for Messenger. Thank God for Skype. But it ain't the same. You know, thank God for some piece of electronic that we can still communicate. But now, the world isn't divided into so many sections. You know what? I'm going to tell you what this shit is like right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what this shit is like right now. And I just happen to have both movies in there right now. It's like the Hunger Games. If you really think about it, it's kind of like similar to the Hunger Games. Only difference is Trump is President Snow. I'm going to go there. You know, I can kiss my ass. He's President Snow. Okay, right now, we're the resistance. And we get party up 1 minute and next minute, we're dying to save our sectors so that we can live for another month. This is almost similar to the Hunger Games. Okay, only difference is right now we ain't got no some brave chick that's defending for everything right now. But at the same time, we ain't far from it. If you watch the Hunger Games right now, compared to this shit right now, please leave it in the comments. You're gonna be like, damn, in some cases, you know, Spidey is right.
Yeah, you're right. Because that part of the movie is like real life.
You know, just like in Hunger Games 2, Chasing Fire, when they was on that island and they had that big ass clock, and every time that lightning hit the pole, the clock and the island rotates. That was tripped out. But the part that tripped me out when they all went to sleep, and that green mist started mysteriously coming in, infecting their skin. They couldn't breathe. They're trying to get the hell out of there. I picture that as the pandemic. And I picture that as the pandemic and President Snow, aka Donald Trump, plant that in there and say, okay, now we're going to test them out. If y'all think I'm lying, I'm not saying it's exactly like the Hunger Games, but if you look at some parts of it, they do have similarities. Only difference right now, we ain't got one brave chick or man, for all I care, that's going to stand up for everything. But as far as everything else, you think I'm lying? Check out the Hunger Games, and you're going to see some similarities. But at the same time, that's something to think about. The world is going through their own personal Hunger Games right now. Pandemic, fucked up orange ass president, riots, death by the hour. Tell me if I'm wrong. But the scary part about it, what if I'm right? Heck,
You're
about to
right.
end the show in a few more minutes. If any comments, please leave it in the comments. Please leave it in the comments. Heck, if you got a few words you want to say.
No, you got it. You're right about it.
I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me.
No, you're right.
Tell me. Please tell me. I love comments. Right or wrong, I do love comments.
No, you're right about the movie, the real life like the movie.
It's all, if you think about it, there's some similarities. Trump is out for one person, Trump. I'll go there. Donald Trump don't know who Donald Trump is. You took an oath. See, well, here's the part that pissed me off about him, and I'm going to be gone from him. His first catchphrase, he put it on his red, stupid ass hat. Make America great again. Bitch, America was already great when you stepped in there. You turned it from great to worse. Now it's time to make America better again. How can we make it better if the world ain't organized? It's time for the world to be organized. That's why I said to the world leaders, if you watching this video, I pray to God, I hope you is. Too bad I can't speak it in all foreign languages, but as far as English, I'm sure you guys got translators to do that for you. It's time to the world, not him, fuck him. It's time for the world leaders, the leaders of the world, to come to one accord. It's time for the world to heal. It's time for the world to heal, save, and pray. Heal, save, and pray. That's what it's that time now. It is. Because 2021, if it comes, and I'm going to leave it at that, if. I can't say when. I'm not going to lie to you, Hector. I can't say when. I'm just going to leave it as if.
Yeah, the bad or the good will come.
You know what? It could be the good, the bad. Right now, it's the worst. And this is just the beginning. This is the beginning. I told you what my advice is. Bring in the world leaders and come up with some alternative answers. Get rid of Trump. The cure is gone. Think about it. Out of a millennium, we have some presidents And some of them motherfuckers was bad. But none of them didn't come through the back door with a virus. Think about it. I'm blaming all this on him. All of it. Bush, perfect example. He was a trip. He didn't bring a virus. Ronald Reagan, the Reagan administration. And he was an actor before he became president. He did some outrageous shit. Not as bad as Trump. Nixon, Tricky Nicky. Slick motherfucker. But he didn't bring in a virus. They brought some stupid shit. But think about it. Worst president in history. Then comes a virus. You know, they say it started over in Japan. It probably did. But I bet you he got his 2 cents in it. I bet you he does.
They got people over there.
See, I'm going to tell you how this man thinks as far as certain things. If he can't fight his enemies, he buy his enemies. Why do you think he built that big ass wall down in Mexico somewhere? Because he know he can't win. He can't win. See, that's his superpower, his money.
Without the money, ain't nothing.
The money ain't no good if you can't put it towards a greater use. That's his fucking superpower. I keep telling everybody, money and politics is like the perfect marriage. A lot of people may or may not know that, but it's true. But again, don't take my word for it. You know, you got some believers out there, you got some disbelievers. Spidey, you wrong. You want to know what? And if I'm wrong, I'm going to be like, you know what, you're right. I'm going to be happy with it. And I'm going to feel good. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But the scariest part in the world, if I'm wrong, that's 1. And 2, when you see it. Just keep watching the news. You know, I watch the news, I read, I do a little research. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to blow everybody out of left field. And I can't wait to hear those words. The president is having complications with his health. And I'm going to laugh my ass off. I'm going to get a fit. And I'm going to act a damn fool.
I would be happy, but...
Would I be happy? Yeah. Would I feel sorry for him? Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no.
I think everybody would be happy.
Oh, I'm saying, will I be happy if it happened? Yes. Will I feel bad for him? No. No, because he sure the hell ain't.
Don't care about the people, they only care about the money.
Dude, I told you that's his superpowers. That's his superpowers. See, the part that killed me in a figure of speech, the protest was going on. I don't even know if they hit the White House or not. I don't even know if they got him or not. See, it would have been me. The first thing I would have went after his ass. Tear his shit up. See, and lately they didn't quite mention that yet. Hope they do. But it's time for the world. Go ahead, Hector. You got the flow.
Yeah, when that happened, that'd be very good when that happened. You really need that.
I'm saying when all that riot broke out yesterday towards one man, which I can understand that. And again, my condolences go to the man's family, George Floyd. I would have took more of that hostility out. Not on my own crib, not on my own place to live. No, I'd have took that shit to the White House on Pill fucking Hill, tear his door down, and let him have it. That's what they should have did. Or as they say, let's form a resistance. Somebody should have came up with a resistance from all nations to go over his house, knock on his door, and take him out. And I assure you, if that happens, you're going to see a change like no other. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. But some of the shit I do see, I guarantee you can't be as bad as what it is now. It can't. It's crazy. It's crazy, Hector. It's crazy, man. And it's sad. And the world is suffering and dying. And it's sad. In a minute, I'm about to charge up my tablet and switch to my phone. But it is totally sad, man. It's sad because I got 11 grandkids. 11 grandkids. They're my greatest treasures in the world. And like all grandparents, I would love to go to the park with my grandkids. Who wouldn't? I can't even go to the park with my grandkids. And they're the ages of 5 and 10, 14 at the most. And I can't even go to the park, to the beach, to the museum. Because we're living in a world that's so corrupt, that's so jacked up. Nobody ain't taking time out for answers. It's time for the world to heal. And that's all I got to say. Heck, I'm about to wrap my show up. Excuse me. Is there a few words you want to say right quick? Or
No.
You can put your comments in now. I mean, again, you know my show is like open forum. So if you got a few words for the next 5 more minutes, you know, the floor is yours. Or if there's a few, I mean, whatever's on. That's why it's called whatever. I'll bring the robot out right now. It's What's on Your Mind Sunday.
No, I good.
I mean, if I'm wrong on certain areas, let me know.
You're good. You're good.
Like always, leaving your comments. And without further delay, which I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Without further delay, in 3, 2, 1, because my tablet's about to go dead. When you hear this music, that means your What's on Your Mind Sunday has now come to a closure and its final destination. And my battery's about to go dead, so I'm gonna make this brief. Please leave me your comments in after the show. Tell me what you think. Did I go overboard? Did I didn't go overboard? Doesn't matter, but please leave me your comments. And it's time for the world to get organized again. You know, it's time. But because if we don't take time out to realize what we have while we still have it, we're gonna wake up one day and when it's gone, we're gonna miss it. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like my mom always say, shout out goes out to Jerry Dean Cologne, my mother. Said, be thankful for what you get. You never know when it's gone. You wanna know what? She's right. And the world needs to start thinking the same way. But at the same time, we can't do this alone. Heck, I'm about to wrap it up. Any final, you know,
No,
final words?
I good.
Well, I'll talk to everybody later. And Later.